Hello everyone, and welcome to your general weekly tarot card reading for the week beginning September 18th, 2017. This week I am using the Fairy Tarot cards by Doreen Virtue and Radleigh Valentine. And excuse the hat, I don't normally wear hats inside, but I've been spending all morning outside in the sun, and I'm planning on going back out there after I do this reading. It's absolutely gorgeous, and my hair is a mess under here, just to be honest, so the hat is going to stay. So, how was your week last week? It was an interesting week. I definitely felt the anxiety. So that was kind of spot on for me anyways. I would love to hear how your week was. So if you want, feel free to give me a comment letting me know how your week was. If you had any sort of anxiety or anything like that, I would love to hear about it and to hear how you got through it. So tuning in to this week actually feels good. I feel like we're going to have a bit of a break, if that's possible. So just enjoy the nice weather. Some of us have already stepped into fall a little bit. The leaves are starting to fall and there's a coolness in the air. So it's kind of a beautiful time of year. It's like a rebirth, it's almost like a completion. So in tarot, at the end of the major arcana, you come to the end of your journey, and then you're going to start a new journey. So the end of a journey kind of feels a lot like the beginning, but it also has that sense of completion, that sense of happiness, that sense of being comfortable and content almost with where you are. So is just enjoy that this week. That kind of feels like that's where we're going this week with that. There's a sense of lightness and happiness and contentness. We went through a lot of head stuff last week. I know me personally, I did have anxious mind, but I was able to work through it. And that is very cool when you're able to work through your own stuff. So getting into the reading, what do we need to know for the week beginning September 4th? What is the general theme? Sorry, September 18th. General theme. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and the weekend. Wow. Yeah, that makes sense. That all kind of was just going along with what I was saying. Perfect. Love when that happens. Okay, so for the general theme of this week, we have 8 of Summer. The desire for more meaningful life, realizing that it's time to move on, choosing to make major life changes. So to me, this kind of looks like a beautiful summer day. It's the end of a day, and she's holding a bag and she's walking down a path. So 8 is a card of abundance, and summer in tarot is emotions. So this is an emotional driven feeling. I kind of feel, even with looking at the cards that I'm seeing here, that yes, there is an ending coming. There is a new beginning on the horizon. And that it's time to just embrace those major life changes. So be open to any opportunity that comes your way. This is in your court because it's a minor card, which means that you have the choice. You have the ability to choose what you want to do. So where you want your life to go, that's completely up to you, and that's something that you can decide on your own with what works for you and what is a more meaningful life to you. What do you need to change in order to enable to live the life that you want to live? And these are major life changes. So this may be relationship, moving, job, career. You may actually just decide to become a dancing instructor, and something completely out of the blue, or something that you've never really thought you wanted to do before. So just be open to that. And that's kind of this feeling of that sense of completion and that sense of the sense of contentment that I'm talking about is almost like a safety. It's almost like a confidence in yourself that, okay, this was great and I'm content with this being over now, but I'm also very confident that I'm making the right decision in moving on. For those of us who still have the nice weather, just enjoy the rest of the summer as much as you can. Even into the fall, and when the weather starts to change, try not to mourn it so much. Try to be hopeful and uplifted about it, and collect all of the beautiful things that fall has to offer. I know for me personally, I love fall, but it's always bittersweet for me because it means the end of summer and the inevitability of winter coming. And where I live, winter is frigid. So but as that being said, I really, really try to make the most out of autumn and to just only think about it as autumn being this beautiful time where all of the leaves are changing and there's this beautiful sunlight, and it's just a gorgeous time of year. So then for the beginning of the week, we have Queen of Summer, loving, comforting, emotional, and intuitive. Listen to your heart, intuitive insights you can trust, taking care of others, perhaps too much. So the Queen card usually symbolizes, I'm getting the feeling that this is you. So this is probably you, whether you are male or female. It's more of a feminine energy to this card. And we all have feminine and masculine energies in us. So the Queen of Summer is very emotional, very intuitive, very connected. Tons of fairies around in this picture. They're kind of building around her and incorporating her in their lives. So making sure that you are surrounded by people who make you feel full and people who aren't taking advantage of you, and people who respect what you do for them and don't always expect you to take care of them or solve their problems for them. And any intuitive insights that you have at the beginning of the week are divinely guided. You know, you may go through some major life changes in the next few weeks. So just paying attention to those insights and that guidance so that you can make the right decision. Yeah, this week seems really calm. This is great. There's not a whole lot of information coming in, it's nice. Like, it's nice because the last few months has just been crazy, like something happening every week. So it feels like there's lots of kind of stagnant in a good way. Stagnant energy. So just enjoy that, I guess. So middle of the week, we have Ace of Autumn. So windfall of money, assistance, advice from others, a very successful project, a happy change in your career. So this is talking about career again. And autumn is the physical world, job, security, money, relationship, all of that jazz. And because it's an ace, it means the beginning. So this is that new idea that the intuitive insights that you have received at the beginning of the week turns into a lucrative idea that could potentially bring you income, or someone could enter in your life. Perhaps it is, maybe you're not the queen this week, maybe the queen enters your life and provides you the additional advice and assistance with your projects to get them up off the ground. But this is a good card. This is a confirmation that money is going to be entering your life, whether it is through abundance, I should say, not money, because this is general reading. So abundance in money, abundance of advice, abundance of assistance, or successful project ideas. They may just be flooding in this week, and that's why just get outside and enjoy the nature, enjoy the last little bits of summer, and welcome in, open your arms up to fall. And it is kind of cute that there is an autumn card and that I was guided to use these fairy cards this week because they are fairies obviously are very rooted in nature. And so we were talking about summer and fall, and there is a lot of summer in here, and also there's fall. So the theme, or kind of the theme of this reading, is all about the seasons and the seasons of your life. So by enjoying the last little bits of it, you're able to let go of whatever stuff needs to stay in the summer of your life, and whatever you need to start to pick up in autumn, and whatever is going to come to you to begin a new beginning, and an ending of something. So it's both a beginning and an ending, if that makes sense. If it doesn't make sense, please reach out to me and I will try to clarify that. The angels are just saying to meditate. Meditate on anything that's going on in your life. Even this reading, if it's not making sense and you want to understand it a bit more as it relates to you, these general readings, they're a bit tough because it's taking into account everyone's energy that is going to be watching this. So if there's a particular situation in your life that you want clarity on, or you want assistance in knowing if it's the beginning or an end, or how you should be treating it, just meditate on it and just absorb the feelings that you get, and spend a lot of time out in nature to help to move all that energy through, and to open yourself up to receiving any abundance or assistance that you need to move forward in this major life change, or this beautiful new adventure, or whatever it is. And so the end of the week we have Magician. So another beginning card. You can do anything, take charge of your life. You can manifest what you need to be a success. So this is the weekend. So work this weekend on manifesting your dreams and making your dream projects a reality. So the Magician is the second card in tarot. And so these are both in the very beginnings. So there is a new beginning happening here, but then these are also end cards. So there's both a beginning and an end this week, like I said, but also just enjoy the contentness of the end and enjoy the excitement of the beginning, and bring that confidence of that completion with you onto your new projects. And so just acknowledging and knowing that you do have the power to manifest anything in your life that you want, and to create anything that you really need. You need to be willing to do the work. And sitting around and meditating and visualizing it is great, and that is definitely something that you need to do. But it starts on the inside, but you also need to do the work on the outside. So manifest the people who are going to be entering in your life to help you, trying to manifest that perfect job, and then going out there and actually looking for it, and putting out your intentions clearly to the universe so that they can bring you what it is that you need to receive. And taking charge of your own life and and the way that you want to live it, and not letting anyone else drive you. So this Chariot card is popping out at me. It's just sitting here staring at me, and that's interesting that I just said that. So this is the driver. So this is the mode of transportation that takes you where you need to go. So you are the driver. You decide where you need to go and how to get there, and how fast you're going to get there, and which goes along with this card as well. So this is also a major arcana, which means that you don't have a whole lot of control, and that this is a major life change. So taking charge in what it is that you actually want, but if it's not in your best interest, it may not necessarily come in the time that you want. If we could have everything we wanted by snapping our fingers and having it on our dime and making deadlines for ourselves, the world would be a much easier place. But that's not always the case. You know, there's a grander plan sometimes that those things aren't in our best interest, and sometimes those things are not even supposed to be ours. So getting really clear on what it is that you actually want versus what someone else is making you feel like you need. Maybe if you're trying to manifest a new car, but you don't actually need a new car, you just want a new car because all your friends are getting cars, maybe it's time to check in with yourself and see if that's something that's worth manifesting. Anything else? no, just have a really good week. Enjoy the nature out there, enjoy your meditations, enjoy the lull period that we're going to be experiencing. I hope that carries on through the week and that's not just how today feels. But I feel as though this week is going to be a really great week for coming to the end of a project and starting a new one, or deciding to make major life changes. That's kind of been a theme in the last couple weeks for us, hasn't it? These major life changes. So I'm so excited to see how this week turns out for you. Please let me know how it goes, and let me know if you've made any crazy life changes or any decisions regarding big pieces of your life. I would be more than happy to hear how it all plays out and how it all goes. So I hope you have a fantastic week. Please comment if you would like to share with me how your week has gone or how last week went. I would love to hear it. I'm sending you so much love and light. Thank you so much for being here.